Duva. Fix your hair, fix your hair. Let me get you in the light first. Okay, there we go. Kovalev, Canelo, coming off a short 6 weeks. What's the preparation leading into Canelo for you as a promoter? We already know he got to go in the gym and cut a little bit of weight, but what's...
Yeah. Hey, the way this fight laid out, because it's Golden Boy's fight, it's Canelo, he's the star. We've been here just to assist. So we have 3 fights on the card, so Jolene had to put those matches together and do all that, and had a little less time to get all that done than normal, but got everything done.
And talk about the excitement, because it seemed like you was very excited to make this fight. I saw you on the internet a little bit. It seemed like, oh, we got this in the bag. Canelo, I don't know if you said this, but your energy leads to me that Canelo doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
You know what? That's not why I'm excited. I'm excited because we made the fight. Because your goal in this business is to get to one of those mega fights, to get to one of those fights where you're a fighter and you can make a serious chunk of money, to be honest.
So this is a change your life fight financially for Kovalev.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know the financials. I just...
Oh, absolutely. So that's the first part. When you get that opportunity, you have to be happy about it. And then I like his chances. So that's a bonus.
Vegas has plus 300. Are you betting on Kovalev? Or are you a better?
We have a rule in our business, in our office, we're not allowed to bet. That goes all the way back to my husband starting the company 40 years ago. Somebody bet on Rocky Lockridge in a fight against Eusebio Pedroza. We lost on a bad decision, and nobody was ever allowed to bet again, so we don't.
Any reaction to Canelo and Oscar beefing on the DS?
You know what? I don't. It's none of my business, but it doesn't hurt our chances. That's for sure.
And I got to ask you a tough question, obviously, because you have all-female staff at Main Event.
Not all, Joe.
I've met Joe, but I know when I used to cover you a lot, you had a bunch of 3 or 4 women running around.
Oh, we still do.
Oh, still
all
do.
The executives are in.
And Kovalev is under heavy scrutiny for his assault cases, and I know you're a woman and you stand for women's rights. And how do you balance the two?
Stand for people's rights. I stand for people's rights.
Okay.
So every woman is, excuse me, every woman deserves to be heard and taken seriously. And every man who gets accused of something by a woman has the right to defend himself. So we have a system for a reason. It will play out. From what I've seen and heard, I feel that Sergey is getting I think he will clear his name, let's put it that way. Or at least, I think there was a big misunderstanding that happened. And I think that hopefully it will be known in the long run that that's what it was.
Do you respond to the multiple allegations? Like, it's been a series of them, 3 or 4 maybe.
No, there isn't actually. There was a story a while ago about something I still have absolutely no proof that it ever happened. It was on the word of one person who claims they saw something, but there's absolutely no proof that it happened. So I'm not putting any stock in that.
So do you move to Kovalev? I mean, do you move to DAZN? Win or lose, does he have a 3-fight deal with DAZN? I'll get you going, Kat.
Yeah, I have something in my throat. The deal is different whether he wins or loses, just put it that way. But
so if he wins, does he stay with ESPN?
Not necessarily. It is, we've agreed we're not going to talk about any of the terms, but he has a good future one way or the other, either way, and that's kind of nice. A really good future either way.
So win or lose, this
is a good night for us, win or lose, yeah.
Congratulations. When you put the deal together,
I did.
you brought it from the depths of hell. You know what I mean? Because I remember, we was on opposite ends of the ends, obviously for Ward Kovalev, but I mean, to your credit, for real, like Kovalev was a shattered man. From my perspective, and you held them together a little bit.
We have a great team. The team held them together.
Well, your team.
And I learned, my husband was the best, and I learned from him. And I watched him bring fighters back. I watched him bring back so many fighters that people had written off, including Evander Holyfield. I remember that.
I remember us having a conversation about Evander Holyfield not trusting you because you're a woman. You stood the test of time with that as well.
Well, no, I wasn't. Not that he didn't trust because I'm a woman. I wasn't in charge.
Okay.
I don't know if he would have trusted me. I was not in charge at that point. Other people were, and were running the company after my husband's passing. And Evander was right not to trust them. But he actually came back to us, and we promoted several of his fights later on in his career. But it's really, really cool to be promoting his son because he's going to be turning pro on this card, Evan. So that's kind of fun too. We're going full circle. But back to my husband, I watched him again. Another fighter we had, Rocky Lockridge, beat Roger Mayweather in a big upset. Rocky lost a few fights.
That was years ago.
And he lost a few fights, and every time he lost, Dan built him back up. And so we knew how to do it. And I think thing about boxing is it's an individual sport. When the bell rings, you're by yourself. But up until that moment, it's the support of the team that makes the difference for you. And you need someone who, when you are shattered, is going to be able to pick up the pieces or help you pick up the pieces. And again, it wasn't me. It was my team. It was Agus. It was finding finally the right mix with him and Buddy. And Teddy Cruz, who is also a big part of the success, looking at him and saying, I'm watching a guy win every round of every fight he's in until the moment when he runs out of gas. What's wrong? Something's wrong here. I asked Agus, does this guy just not train? He goes, my God, nobody in my gym trains harder than Sergey. But then we know now we know what the problem is. He's training too hard. And brought in people who knew what they were doing.
I remember y'all said that for Andre Ward 1. I remember that. Sergey said that he believed he overtrained in that fight.
Yeah, but what he didn't do after it was anything different. Kept doing the same thing. It wasn't working. And you know what? I don't know if he had met Buddy a lot earlier.
Buddy's made oh my God.
But I don't know if he would have been ready to listen.
3 minutes ago, he's made a hell of an impact on his career.
All of
Just
it.
this dialogue in the corner.
All of it. And his dialogue in the camp. This is a relaxed, happy, comfortable place. It is not what it was when it was like you were sitting there with your parents who were about to get divorced and you didn't want to, because that's kind of what the atmosphere in the camp was like going into the Ward fight. And that was not healthy. He wasn't happy. He's happy now. But you can't be around Buddy and not.
He's getting life-changing money as well, so everybody's so it propels everything. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's in business to make money. My final 2 questions: how do you respond to Andre Ward who says Sergey Kovalev is on the other side of the hill? And he seemed like he's kind of glowing in that a little bit too. Like he feels he took everything. Basically, he wants to say he took everything out of him potentially.
Maybe he won't be feeling so good on Saturday.
Where would Sergey Kovalev be, and where would Andre Ward be if one round changes in Sergey Kovalev Ward?
1 round on one judge's card. That was the difference.
I was there. Yeah. Remember, Kathy? We was together for 9 months, Kathy.
Yeah, I know. What would have changed? You can't play that game. I think Sergey keeps saying things happen for a reason. I don't know if they do. But I do know it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And I think that if not for the adversity that he went through, maybe he wouldn't be the man he is today. One time I asked Evander Holyfield, what would your career have been like if you had had Lennox Lewis's body? And he surprised me. He said I would have never been as big as I am.
He's a dog.
He said because I would have not felt that I needed to prove anything if I was built like him. I would have not had the drive to go out there and show people what I could do. So you just don't know. What if. You can't play what if. What I know is Saturday he gets a chance to redeem himself in a very big way.
In a big way.
After that, who knows? Maybe Andre Ward wants to try again. With Buddy in the corner.
What would you want to do with Sergey Kovalev? What would you want to do? What would you want to do? Obviously, cruiserweight is definitely not an option.
Sergey wants to unify the titles, win or lose.
Yeah. So he wants to go back to being one of the potentially pound-for-pound king, like Ward, Sergey Kovalev.
That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do, absolutely. And I still think he beats the current light heavyweight champion right now.
What do you think is going through Bernard Hopkins' mind? Because when Bernard Hopkins went to the ring, he thought he had a chance. He walked out of the ring like, I have no chance. So he knows what Sergey is capable of. You've obviously seen Sergey Kovalev at his best, and he's trying to convince a dog to come up 15 pounds. And
the dog called him out.
Do you think he sees the truth? Do you think Bernard?
I think he. Yes, how could he not? He was in the ring with.
That's what I'm saying.
He knows better than any of us what he can do.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he did tell him that day, you're going to be champ as long as you want. Don't lose focus. Don't do all the things Sergey did. He didn't listen. I don't know if Bernard knows if Sergey really has it back or not. But again, that's the beauty of the fight. We find out. We'll see. It's
Good
gonna be a
luck.
good
I
time.
appreciate you giving me 10 minutes. I appreciate you, Captain.
It's okay.
See you soon.
Take care.
I appreciate you guys.
Go
Thank
on.
you. That's Marielle. I'm sorry. Thank you for. I know y'all was like, we time to go.